Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys?
Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. throwing now. Wilson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wilson running left on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Wilson. He gets away from one. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So out come the Falcons now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He'll rifle this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The slot man in motion right. Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. off. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go play action with Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll toss it to Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And the back goes into motion. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bryant. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It'll go as a gain of 9. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down.
In motion right is Jones. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some space here. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Ryan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. They'll run with Lynch, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Jones will come now in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This is Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's Coleman on the toss. Room here to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Most players would tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. As they run the counter play. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard around the 37. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the D looking like they may blitz. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking